Happy spring, everyone. Wow, we're already killing this. Welcome to the Bitch Bible podcast. If you're watching the video, once again, please don't. I feel like I have been able to successfully discourage 99% of the Bitch Bible listeners from viewing the video because we made it 13 years without video footage. But if you happen to be tuning in today, you might notice the lobes are looking a little heavy. And that is because Andrew and I will remain married for another year of marriage because I did not receive an air fryer. I thought I'd just get the cliffhanger over with. I got these gorge, well-deserved low-hanging lobers, a emerald diamond bezel cut earring that just really brings me back to life. On top of that, Jackie also received a gorgeous Super Trooper Mew Mew bandana bucket hat for a Montecito jaunt in a couple weekends, and all was right in the universe. So yesterday was Mother's Day. My mom's dead. So I've really just reframed the day into a celebration of me, you know? And we woke up. Andrew went and got me bagels and lox. I had a beautiful fresh squeezed tangerine juice. And then Clyde, Andrew, and I went to a park, which was not really on my bucket list, but I bleed out for the family. So then we went to a park, then we went to a local seafood spot and had some oysters, a Bloody Mary. I had the seasonal artichoke, which was absolutely delicious. Like I'll say it once, I'll say it twice. We don't give artichokes enough credit. I had an artichoke, I had a shrimp cocktail, I had a little salad. Then my family came over in the afternoon for a barbecue, which was adorable. We got Clyde in the pool. Listen to this fucking bitch, okay? My grandma Gloria comes over. Chick. She's always in like a linen skirt. She had a linen midi skirt with a matching caftan, her trademark bun, and a sensible flat with her crossbody Prada nylon bag, which when I have dreams at night and grandma's like really pissing me off, I think about that fucking crossbody nylon bag, and I think about all the bags that I bought her in Paris that I had to schlep overseas, okay? Particularly she was like, Jake, I got a question. I'm like, so do I. When are you going to cross the Rainbow Bridge? Jake. I'm like, yeah. She's like, there's this beautiful bag that I've been wanting to buy. This was years ago. Oh, there's a beautiful purse. Can you go to the store and see if perhaps they would be willing to do a deal? I'm like, that's not how this works, but I'll go. It was Celine. It was significantly less. Got it at the airport, whatever, hauled it back. I said, Grandma, okay, I'm going to bring it back. She goes, make sure you bring the box. I said, Grandma, I can't bring the box. I'm here for 4 days. I have a carry-on. Like the box will take up 70% of my suitcase. Jack, can't you just bring it with you on the plane? So I am carrying, if I came home with that purse that was not in a box, with the dust bag, with the ribbon that she'll save, and the bag, by the way, she'll save a designer shopping bag for 73 years, okay? Because it's a rarity. And then you know what she does? When she brings things over to your house, if she's having a sleepover or whatever, she'll take that designer bag from 1984, okay, from when she bought a lip gloss at Dior, and bring over her Kugel in the Dior. Like, it is so diabolical, okay? So she had me schlep this fucking Celine bag. She's worn it once. She's like, I'm saving it. I'm like, hey, not sure if anyone told you, but you're 4.5 feet in the grave at this point. So maybe you just start wearing that purse. She's like, I need something easy. So for the holidays one year, my aunt got her that nylon, not the relaunch, the re-edition. That's what it's called. She has this nylon Prada crossbody re-edition with the AirPod case that she puts her backup batteries for her cochlear ear implant. And that fucking bag, she won't let it leave her side, okay? And when we bury her, I'm going to throw that fucking bag in the ground, in the dirt with her, because I never want to fucking see it again. So she comes over, shuffle-ufflin', and she goes, Jack, I meant to tell you. I called you this morning twice and you didn't pick up. I'm like, yeah, Grandma, it was Mother's Day. I was at a park, okay, cursing the day I was born, trying to, keep up appearances as a mama bear for lifey, okay? She goes, I called you. I wanted to bring dessert to your house. I said, okay, well, why didn't you? Now, mind you, she has full-time care. She has someone with her every single day schlepping around, okay? And I'm like, okay, well, and she goes, I thought if you picked up, you could have picked me up this morning, taken me to the farmer's market. We could have looked for a dessert, and then you could have brought it back to your house, but you didn't pick up the phone, Jack. I'm like, Grandma, let's just dial this back. Okay, so in an attempt to do something nice and not be a freeloading bitch, okay, you wanted me as a gift to me, as a help to me, you wanted me to pick you up, okay, schluff you in the car, fold up your walker, and then walk you around the farmer's market, find parking, get you out of the car, get your re-edition nylon bag, and then drag you like the crypt keeper around the farmer's market while you haggle with local vendors over chocolate chip cookies for 73 minutes, and then put your ass back in the car, collapse the walker, drop you off, and then put the fucking cookies back in my house? No thanks, I'm good. I'll make a cobbler, okay? I'd rather go to a farm and harvest the berries by hand, one by one, making my cobbler, okay? Like Nara Smith, before taking you to the farmer's market. That doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound like a good deed. That sounds like something that's going to put me 3 feet in the grave. So no thanks. You couldn't have just, I don't know, had your helper take you to the local Gelson's and pick out some fucking cookies? God forbid. No, it's a burden on a burden on a burden. Thank you. Enjoy your corn. Also, speaking of a re-edition, I have 2 revisions from last week's episode. Firstly, I'm not on season 8 of Summer House. I was on season 6, okay? So my opinions from last week's episode are specific to season 6. I'm now at season 7. I have to say, if things don't start to pop the fuck off, I'm tapping out. Summer House, it's somewhat insufferable for me. I'm still watching it. I'm still making my way through, making my way downtown, but I'm having a lot of trouble. Another revision that wasn't part of the original list. Maria Mena, who followed me on Instagram, I thought that we were like brokering a friendship. I posted a video singing her praises. I did call her a lispy lesbian, and I'd like to apologize for that. Not great for the friendship. Revision number 3. Okay, it came back to me. There we are. We're back and we're fresh. A couple weeks ago, I said that Ella Langley's I'm back to love and laugh again. That song was the new I think I like this little life. But that's not true. The new I think I love this little life is say your grace, hallelujah, everything, hallelujah, baby Jack, hallelujah. I mean, the way that we have beat this to filth, I beg of you, nobody post anything else with a hallelujah unless you're being fucking funny, because we can't do it. The Mother's Day hallelujah fodder made me want to fucking blow my brains out. You know what made me hate motherhood yesterday? Take a walk, hallelujah, everything, hallelujah. You with your butt fuck kids. I don't care. You know what it is that infuriates me? First of all, read the room. I have friends that have fertility issues. I have a dead mom. So I am hyper sensitive to those holidays and the sting factor. And we all have to zoom out for a second and like live your life, operate your vessel as yourself, do whatever you want. Like let them. I'm letting them. I'm always letting them. But let me, by the way. Let them, let me. I hate when people say that. Wow, she's so bitter. Quick question. Quick cue. Trista, okay? Would you like me to come here on a microphone and talk about my happy life? Do you want me to be deeply content? Because guess what? I am, but I'm also going to scream endlessly for sport. So you're going to have to just get the fuck over it. Thank you. So the way that women, God, this is great for feminism. How do I put this to not alienate people? Well, it's too late for that. The way that people glamorize and create like this bubble of self-importance over things that are very mundane for mass consumption bothers me, because it's not that it's tone deaf, it's that it's lacking perspective, and it's just so overly like flowery and just like, you know what it is? It's low-key dorky. And it's just like you sitting down on your sofa, snuggling up with your kids and be like, everything, hallelujah. Being their mama, hallelujah. Happy life, hallelujah. Like messes in the kitchen, hallelujah. Little fingerprints, hallelujah. Toys everywhere, hallelujah. Like, fuck off. Fuck you. Like, literally, stop doing that. It's so stupid. It makes me cry laughing. I have to stop doing this on the podcast. It's so maniacal. It's not okay. But like, when people like try to romanticize like toys and like little hands and like shit like that, I'm like, shut up. Oh, it makes me laugh. You know what I like? The smell of bleach, hallelujah. A child-free home, hallelujah. Clyde's at school, hallelujah. I'm alone, hallelujah. Ice cold air conditioning, hallelujah. Vodka, hallelujah. Don't fucking talk to me, hallelujah. Like, it's just... And I love that little fucker more than anything. But you know what? Seeing his little fucking fingerprints on my steel doors, that doesn't pang a hallelujah. That pangs a, somebody get the fucking Windex and get the hell out of my house. Hallelujah. It's so funny. It just brings me back to, oh my God, I'll never forget. I don't know who the content creator was. And by the way, the fact that I used the word content creator just then, you're welcome. Hallelujah. But like, people just like washing their hands. That fucking killed me. There was a woman with her farm sink, okay, her overmounted sink, and she's staring out the window and she's washing her fucking hands, and she's got one of those little scrubbers on a stick, and she's just washing eggs and washing her hands, looking out at the abyss. And it was like, I think I like this little life. It's like, bitch, you're washing your hands. You know what? And keep washing, because you're probably going to get norovirus from your 5 fucking children. So let's stop it. Just stop it. There's got to be a yin and there's got to be a yang. That's what I say about Summer House, not to just like close the loop there, but like, if you're going to cry, okay. Why are these women crying in every single episode of Summer House? Okay. Why are there tears every single episode of Summer House? It's why I love Lindsay Hubbard, because she is the Gloria Steinem of Summer House. Like, I'm uncomfortable with the representation of women in the bed crying every single episode. And that's not lovely to say, but there's got to be a yin to the yang. If you're crying with your Doritos in bed, I also need you popping off, like slicing and dicing the very next scene. Because if it's all just tears and tankinis, I can't, well, there's no tankinis, but you know what I'm saying. Like, we got to have something else. There's got to be more to the mix here. We need to have a more dynamic perspective. Speaking of Summer House, the newest rumor that was dropped into the ethos universe, what is it? Ecosystem? Don't care. Is that Wes Wilson, is that his name? Don't care. Was also romantically entangled with Jen Fessler from Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now, I know Jen Fessler. I met her once. I did the radio with her, and she is lovely and funny, and I do not think this is true. I think that she has such a good sense of humor, and she obviously addressed this. She was like, this is the definition of libel, which I had to Google, because I was like, is that supposed to be like illegal or liable or liberal? I was like, is that a misspelling? Had to Google it. It's basically, she's saying that this is 100% untrue, and stating it as a fact online is illegal. I don't think she was threatening to sue Ciara. I think that she just wanted a correction because she is a mother of 2 grown children. She's been married for 20 something years. She's been very open about her marriage ups and downs. And do I think that they flirted and she probably loved it? Duh. Who wouldn't? But do I think that they penetrated? No. Very, very doubtful. I don't see that happening. But we will see. But as of now, that is my stance, and I need Summer House to pop off. Season 7, Maya's highlights are a problem for me when we see her in her confessional season 7, and she has like a darker hair, just like I feel like that's her color. The 2 like platinum blonde streaks in the front, I just can't support that. And I'll say it once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it 3 times. Kyle Cooke I think he's my favorite on Summer House, which is toxic, and I'm working on it. And I was told profusely not to say that on a microphone, but I am saying it because I really do think he's a hoot and a half. I mean, the mullet, he's the oldest person there. He's just, and Carl, I low-key think Carl's hot. So, and now we've said it. Some more updates. I saw the Michael movie. And the theater was packed, okay? During every dance number, or every performance, I should say, like half of the theater was standing up and dancing and singing. And I just want to say that in this house currently, and I'm not proud of it, and I will course correct, we have separated the art from the artist, and it's not great. Clyde is obsessed with Michael Jackson currently. I did not take him to see the movie, but he heard like Wannabe Startin' Something, and then he heard Black and White, and it blew his fucking mind. He's seen the music video. He's obsessed with Smooth Criminal. He tries to do like the footwork, and he said he wants to go to a Michael Jackson concert now. And I was like, he's dead. And he wants to get sparkly socks, and he's just obsessed with Michael Jackson. I don't really know how to break it to him that things are going south. So I saw the movie, and despite it having pretty low critic reviews, I mean, I think the audience score is like 97%. I loved it. I was entertained. I thought it was fun. Now, obviously, there are certain elements. A lot of the critiques are saying that like just it is a highlights reel. It is, not really exploring like super in depth, like the intricacies of his darkness that we, like unravels later in his life, allegedly. But oh my God, now I'm like a Michael Jackson apologizer hitting it with an allegedly. I saw Finding Neverland. Okay, everybody go watch it. Like, I understand what's going on. But you know what? It ain't the first time that Hollywood has made a movie about a pedophile. So, he's dead. It's all we can do. I loved the movie. Like this. I was like, maybe we don't talk about it. Are we still playing Wanna Be Starting Something and Don't Stop Till You Get Enough? I mean, the bops are unbelievable. Like, his discography is fucking insane. But all in all, like, the movie, like, you should see it. It's a good movie. It's entertaining. It's fun. The audience was like on their feet. I've never been in a movie where people are like standing and dancing and clapping like multiple times through the movie. Is it a masterpiece? No. I think that Jafar Jackson, who is it Antoine Jackson's son, is unbelievable. I mean, looks like Michael, sounds like Michael, all of like the just his like facial expressions and his gesticulation, like everything is spot fucking on. Janet is not present in the movie. Now, I've said this many times on this podcast, so you can run the fucking tape. I will die on the hill that Janet Jackson is the superior Jackson. A, there's no documentary. B, I mean, the Janet Jackson discography, like I hate that we live in a world where people don't know every single song off the Velvet Rope album. Like, to me, I know every interlude. Free Zone blew my mind. The fact that people don't know start to finish and haven't sung in their car heartbroken to the song Empty blows my fucking mind. Like, we did not give this woman enough fucking credit. Janet Jackson, for me, is my Mount Rushmore, pop star Mount Rushmore. I love Janet Jackson so wholeheartedly. Escapade. Think of a better pop song than escapade. Like, really close your eyes and think about it. It is a perfect, perfect song. She is perfection, and she's not present in the movie. She probably didn't sign off on it, but it is produced by the majority of his brothers, and they really go into his father, Joseph Jackson, being a huge piece of shit. There was one point in the movie where I looked over at Andrew and I was hysterically crying because Joe Jackson, you know, abusive stage parent, which I'm just a click away from. He looks at his boys and he says, in life, there's only two types of people, winners and losers. And the amount of times that I have said that in the privacy of my own home is alarming. And I did have an aha moment and a real breakthrough in that movie theater. So I enjoyed it. Will I see it again? I mean, I would. Here's the thing. I wanted to take Clyde to like a matinee early where I know there's not going to be a lot of people because I do think he would love it. Now, I'd have to shield him from, you know, the belting and the physical abuse, although I do think he should know how lucky he is that a bitch doesn't snap. Like, I would never. You guys, I can't even believe it. Like, I have some friends, like, I know people who spank and stuff, and I like could never. By the way, Clyde would like hit me back. He'd be like, bitch, I push you back. I can't even imagine that. That's so crazy. Like the fact that people were like got the belt. You must not have my belt collection because my belts, I mean, I'm just thinking of the past few belts I've bought. The Celine, that belt, it's got a pure metal edge. Okay. That would leave a serious mark. So we're just like not belting in this house. What was I going to say? I was thinking about taking Clyde, but maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. This is the best part of the movie. Oh my God, I bury the lead. And this is not a spoiler alert. You already know what fucking happens. At the end of the movie, he, and it's his last tour with his brothers, okay? Thriller had just come out and he was embarking on his first like solo European like world stadium tour. And he hits his last beat and the fireworks go off and it's the end of the movie and it just says in all like sparkly text, the story continues. And we're like, yeah, no, we know. We know. Like, I thought that was a really weird way to end the movie because it made it seem like only bigger and better things moving forward. I'll never forget where I was when I found out that Michael Jackson died. I was working at my summer camp, okay? I was the special activities director and we were gearing up for a camp barbecue. And my cousin Joanna called me just seconds before the barbecue started and she said, Michael Jackson died. And I said, Joe, I'm working at summer camp. She's like, just thought you should know. Click. And it really fucked up my whole night. I mean, I know it's a week late and $1 short, but do we talk about Met Gala fashion? Okay. I don't have a lot of hopes and dreams, but I would like love to go to the Met Gala. Just saying. I mean, I don't deserve it and I'll probably never go, but I would just like to. Okay, so we've got Nicole Kidman and Chanel. I mean, perfect. She's got her wig. She's got her feathers. It's great. What was the theme? Art. Fashion and art. Fashion is art. Okay, that's like vague. My favorite thing ever, by the way, is all the celebrities on the red carpet being asked, like, what's a piece of art that like shaped you? And fucking Gigi Hadid, I mean, unbelievable. I forget what the question was. Yeah, what piece of art changed your life? And Gigi Hadid is just standing there naked in her bloomers being like, that's such a great question. Well, and she's just filibustering. And then finally she hits us with, somebody once told me that when buying art, it should slightly offend you or make you uncomfortable because that's the reason that art exists. And everyone's like, whoa, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, she kind of did a thing there. But if someone asked me, which piece of art changed your life? I don't know. Showgirls, The Comeback season 1, Roni season 2. Like the first time I saw CNC California layering tank tops when I was in the 7th grade and I used to wear like 18 different tank tops on top of each other. When Jessica Simpson came out with edible like body glitter, that was art that changed my life. I forget what it was called. Dessert. Oh my God, dessert. changed my life. And then Urban Decay came out with those poofs of body shimmer. I mean, that changed my life. Like, that's a fucking easy question. Celebrities, get out a little. Okay, that just absolutely killed me. Let's do like a little fashion recap, shall we? I didn't really care about anyone's outfit. Emily Blunt, I don't care. I don't care. Was there anyone that I loved? No. Oh, Connor Story in Saint Laurent. You know what triggered me about this? It looks like he's just like going to a power lunch, but also this is so reminiscent of one of my funeral outfits. Amanda Seyfried, she's in Prada. She's wearing like a little pink ball gown and a statement necklace. It just looks like she's going to the Oscars. Anne Hathaway looked pretty. She was in Michael Kors collection. It's different. Nobody really like took my breath away. I mean, Zoe Kravitz in Saint Laurent in that sheer dress with the pockets, like obviously did something to me. This is the only thing I want to talk about because I literally don't care about anyone's outfits. I found it all to be so boring. I mean, Lauren Sanchez, God bless her. Lauren Sanchez giving skank-ass Mother of the Bride, Windsor Fashions, Macy's, Adriana Papel. We just don't deserve her. God bless her. And what's her face? Kris Jenner. So good. Unbelievable Kris Jenner. I mean, I want to wear that to the Rosewood next weekend by the pool. Okay, I'm cutting bangs and getting a bejeweled like caftan. This is what I want to talk about. Lots of thoughts on Blake Lively rolling through to the Met Ball day of settling with Justin Baldoni and, you know, just bleeding out for the victims. She shows up in a vintage archival Versace dress that is like My Little Pony plantation princess, okay? It's rainbow sherbet. And then she goes and she does her interview for Vogue and she says, you know, I'm actually, you know, I'm so shy. So I had my kids paint a little painting on this Judith Lieber bag. And I love when celebrities talk about being like shy or introverted or whatever. It's like, okay. Yeah, you are so shy. When I think of Blake Lively, I think of shy. That's why you're wearing a 38-foot trained gown at the Met Ball. You're so shy. I don't understand why shy is like a go-to like aspirational quality. Like do you think that they say that because it makes them seem more relatable or down to earth, or like you get that like victimization of being nervous and shy and uncomfortable and therefore we're going to like be easier on you because you're so shy? Like, no, I don't think so. Do I think that, I mean, obviously she has to like live her life and keep calm and carry on as as Martha from The Real Housewives of London. That's not it. Ladies of London says. But to show up at like the world's most celebrity, affluent, kind of glamorous event of the year on the precipice of this kind of gross, weird lawsuit. It was a bold choice. It was weird. And more importantly, how is no one talking about Ryan Reynolds burning down his elementary school? Because that is news that was just brought to my attention. And the fact that we're not all talking about that is weird to me. Let me just do a Google search so I don't get sued and make sure that this is true. Ryan Reynolds burned school. Okay. Okay, this is alleged. There are long-standing claims that he set fire to his Canadian elementary school, Queen Elizabeth Elementary, as a teenager. Callahan? Who's Callahan? Oh, journalist Maureen Callahan on the Megyn Kelly show. Okay, this isn't a great reference. Callahan cited a 2004 Arizona Daily Star interview where Reynolds reportedly admitted to the incident. Okay, so now we have to find what this... Okay, I'm not going to do any further research, but allegedly he admitted to setting his school on fire. Maybe he was joking. That's okay. You know what? I don't want to touch this. I can already feel Fran like throwing rocks in my window telling me to shut the fuck up. Just Google it or don't Google it. Let's move on. Just kidding. Abort, abort, abort. You know what I hate? This is the only thing I had written down for my outline this week. Are you ready for it? Things I hate. Hexagon tiles. Well, that's all I have for you this week, so have a good one. That's the only thing. Hexagon tiles. Really a disgusting choice, you know? Like, why in a world of so many options, a hexagon tile? I'll never understand. I'll never get a hexagon tile. That's just how we move and groove breezily through problematic topics. Now, I have consulted Instagram for some talking points because I am a woman of the world and connection. And let's see what y'all want to chit chat about this week. How do you feel about capri pants, Jackie? Thank you so much for asking. I like them in theory. When I see like the young, cool TikTok girls in like a little kitten heel and a capri pant with like their stomachs hanging out, a little tank top, little slutty ass tank top, I understand it. I don't know that I will be incorporating capri pants into my wardrobe. I'm a top heavy gal. And with these big old tits, like, how would I wear a capri pant? I don't know, probably just as mentioned, like a skank ass tank top with little capri pants. But then, like, I'm not wearing kitten heels. I'm not wearing a little mule. So I don't hate them, but I'm not like in an active pursuit of working them into my wardrobe. You know what I mean? Divorce. Thank you for asking, Jordan. Do I think Andrew and I will get a divorce? Probably not. If we did, it would definitely be my decision on my terms. But I'd like to avoid it just because I don't want to be a single parent. I don't have the motherly instincts for that kind of workload. So I feel like we're going to make it. A lot of questions about the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. So I have started it. I'm about 4 episodes in. I will say it's giving a little bit of TLC energy for me. And I don't mean that as an insult, but I kind of mean it as an insult. I need to get back on the train. I'm not up to speed. It is very hard for me to tell all these women apart. Ashley I with the crying from The Bachelorette and the coffee shop. Like, I don't care about that storyline. Kelsey and the 2 boyfriends, real pretty. Don't necessarily care about that story. Joellen. I need to figure out who these bitches are first before I start really participating. But I'm interested, and I know that everyone loves it and is saying it is to the same caliber of a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which that's not true. There's no fucking way. I'm so excited for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I can't even fucking tell you. Mary Cosby, the greatest star of her time. We will never hurt her. We will never touch her. Lisa Barlow is such a case study for me because nobody loves themselves more than Lisa Barlow. And when you watch the footage of her, like just like mewing into the fucking camera with those outfits and those lips, those lips are a mystery. Okay. The threads, the lips, like something there's something that's too puffy about the lip and we got to go back to the drawing board and we got to figure it out. She's a beautiful woman, but there's something that's missing. I don't know if it's too much filler or like, is she drinking out of too many straws? We got to figure that out because she is a star and it's hard to root for someone. I say this looking inward. It's hard to like root and celebrate someone that's overly rooting and celebrating themselves. And I think she needs to be careful about that because the audience won't ride for her the same way if she's like, I live a very different life than the rest of you. You literally don't. I mean, respectfully, we've seen your house tour. Cue Sabrina Carpenter. Like, let's just relax, Imelda Marcus. Like, it's enough. But I haven't really watched Rory, and I'm going to start, and I will get back to you. Hantavirus. People are getting real scared. They're like, it's the second COVID. Just zoom out for a second. And by the way, maybe I'm just turning a blind eye because I'm about to board a cruise. I have a year for it to settle down. But by the way, do we think this is the universe being like, we're going to drop a virus so Jackie Schimmel doesn't have to go on that fucking cruise? Maybe, but I don't run worried. It's not my style. We're going to be fine. Everyone fucking relax, okay? Just calm the fuck down. How do you feel about Chanel Cocoa Beach drop? Oh my God. Shut up. Shut up. Wrong girl. Now, did I get a pair of flip-flops? You betcha, Iris. But I'm also not spending $5,000 on a towel bag. Like, that's just, we're not in that tax bracket. And to be honest, I'm not spending $5,000 on a towel bag. Like that is where we draw the goddamn line. Like, it's not happening. I'm sorry. It's not fucking happening. Wait, can we just, I don't know why towel bag made me think of the Valley. You know why? This is my logic. I'm going to run this. I'm going to run this out loud. Towel bag, unnecessary handbags. Okay. That to me, this is the correlation. Backpacks as purses. Nia from the Valley. That's how we got there. That was the jump. Wouldn't wear a towel bag. Get really upset when I see new mama bears just solely wearing backpacks when they're not with their kids and like keeping that diaper bag, the diaper backpack. And like I said, let them. But let me. When I see beautiful Naya wearing her leather backpack, her diaper bag as just an outing bag, I want better for her. And let me tell you something about that little troll rat fuck Danny with those ripped jeans. Danny, we've been over this, okay? There was a previous clip that we put out to the universe in defense of Naya. Is it Nia? No, it's Naya. I don't know, and I don't fucking care. This is what I will tell you, and I hope you're looking me dead in my eye, Danny boy. Okay? Danny, little Danny. I will come to Santa Clarita, and I will kick you so hard in your dick that it will invert up into your fucking throat and you will choke and never speak again. The way that you treat that beautiful wife who is so out of your fucking league that you have isolated in Santa Clarita because you're a little child actor, like a little shrimp dick, okay? And the way that you embarrass her on screen and undermine her and don't listen or respect her or hear her when she is vocalizing her feelings in a cool, calm, collected manner, when most women would slice and dice you into next week like the little troll that you are. You belong under a bridge in Santa Clarita, okay? The fact that you get to wake up next to that woman every day, you should be on your hands and fucking knees waiting on her hand and foot, blessing the day that she was born and made the decision to spend her life with you and bear your fucking children. You should be so lucky. She's so severely out of your fucking league. And when you bark at her for eating a sandwich while you need a swaddle, you need to be swaddled because you're a little baby. You're a little baby bitch ass, okay? You're a baby that belongs at a fire station because no one wants to fucking take care of you. So you better shut the fuck up and treat your wife like a fucking goddess princess. Look at you, look at her. Look at you, look at her. One of these things does not belong, and it's you, Danny. Okay, you're low to the ground, and you know what we do to people that are low to the ground? We kick them. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from, but I was watching The Valley last night and I was so triggered while she's trying to eat and he's getting his shoulders rubbed on the train and she's eating over her child with that beautiful face and then keeping up appearances, trying to have a nice time while they're at that little like carnival amusement park. And he looks at her and says, it just feels performative. You should be so lucky that she's being nice to you on camera instead of cursing the day you were born, okay? And putting peanut butter out in all the corners of your Santa Clarita track home trying to catch a rat. You know who the rat is, Danny? It's you. I don't even have to rehearse these monologues. They come from within. Okay. That was just an aside. You're a rat. I am a feminist. I will ride for Nia. She's so pretty, okay? She's just so beautiful. And to watch someone be just kind of disparaged and discarded and undermined in the most casual of ways by a little man in ripped denim in Santa Clarita who does voiceover work makes me sick. Wow, I really just got like so worked up there. I don't even know where that came from. Talk about women or friends who are know-it-alls. So irritating. I don't hang out with people like that. You know what? I have like a couple friends that are just like beacons of knowledge, and they know it all, and they're smarter than me. And I just like blindly co-sign on everything they tell me to do and all of their thoughts, because I know my gifts, I know my strengths and my weaknesses. And I'm like, my best friend is so smart. Okay. And she does the homework. She does the research. She has a critical analytical thinking practice that I would never spend that much time doing anything. And she's someone who really like seeks out information and truth and justice and facts. And she's a very literal, analytical, highly, highly intelligent person. So, and I don't consider that to be a know-it-all, because she really like whatever she says, if she's like, make sure Clyde's taking this probiotic, I'd be like, absolutely. It could be laced with fentanyl. If other person told me, I would never do it. But because I know her, I would be like, absolutely, I'm going to order it. And like, no questions asked. So in that aspect, having a friend that's not a know-it-all. That's just someone who's really, really smart. So I surround myself with people like that. But someone who's like an authority on everything, I can't fucking deal with. I don't have friends like that. And at a certain age, if you're sitting DMing a stranger about a friend of yours that you don't fuck with, why are you still friends with them? I also think we got to be careful about discarding humans so quickly. You know what I mean? If you can't have an open dialogue of being like, ugh, you're so annoying, like you know everything about everything. If you can't say that to your friends, they're not your friends. Get new friends, okay? Outdoor renovation progress. I am happy to report that we are starting demolition on Friday. Okay. It is going to be lengthy. I am really weighing out materials. I'm going on Wednesday. Are we going limestone? Are we going travertine? I'm not sure. I don't want anything that's going to read hospital white. So I'm being very mindful, because the deck, oh God, I want to make sure first that it doesn't look like a prison. I have seen a lot of backyard renovations that get a little too heavy on the hardscape, and that's too cold. We need warmth. So I need to figure out the balance of like incorporating greenery, expanding the deck, finding materials that are warm, but also bringing it's going to be difficult. I don't want anything that's too white, but I don't want anything that's too beige. I'm looking for like creamy undertone, like green inlay. Like I have a vision. Okay. I have a vision, and we're doing these 2 built-in platform day beds on the base of the stairs. And I've been sourcing outdoor fabric, and I'm going to do like mixy. I don't know. Is it to Miami Vice if we do like a Missoni home outdoor fabric, or is it getting too like girly, like the English cottage, like just like dollhousey if we do Liberty London outdoor floral fabrics? Or do we mix a little bit of both? Or do I go classic with like a green and white stripe and then like do weird pillows that are in all different? I don't know. We don't know. I don't like anything that's overly rustic, but I don't like anything that's like Rico Suave Miami. You know what I mean? So it's like trying to find the balance. I want it to be like a Montecito, Nancy Meyers, classic chic, but like also incorporating elements of our house, I have a one note taste. You know what I mean? I want everything to be like, feel warm and eclectic, like slightly European, but modern, but not stark. I'm not like into like clean lines and cement and like sharp, but I'm also not into like swirly rattan. You know what I mean? Like I'm not into like, it's hard. And I like a box hedge. I like really clean landscaping, but I want it to be like structured and then wild. So I want like really, really structured planters with like perfectly manicured like box hedge. And then behind, like, I'm a bougainvillea bitch. Okay. I would have my house dripping in bougainvillea if I could, but we don't want it to get too Topanga Canyon. It's a hard one, but I will be documenting the process, and that's it. Ooh, please stop talking about Clyde on your podcast. Why don't you go die in a fire? Thank you. The Kevin Hart roast. I'm watching it tonight. I'm so excited. Feels a little fictitious. I know a lot of people that were there and they said it was amazing, but like definitely brutal as fuck. So I will be tuning in. People love capri pants. Best online sites to buy light fixtures. Visual Comfort is really great. I feel like they have such a like wide range of products. I love Arteriors. That's where I've gotten like a lot of sconces and different light fixtures in my house. Also Etsy. Go on Etsy and search like Murano, vintage, mid-century, Italian. And they have really, really great stuff at really, really great prices. Oh my God, this is such a good one. What should I get my rich sister for her 40th? She thrives on thoughtful gifts. Help. That's the best thing about rich people. They want a thoughtful gift, which is harder than just buying a nice gift. You know what I mean? Because like, what are you going to get them? An Hermes tray? They don't want that shit. They already have that shit. That's like tacky. It's kind of a weird equation because when you're buying a gift for someone who is filthy fucking rich, like going and getting something really nice and expensive almost is like a double negative. Like it doesn't penetrate the same way. So then you have to get thoughtful, which is even more difficult. I will tell you, I am going through a similar experience because I am going to Morgan Stewart's birthday dinner and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to buy this bitch? What am I going to buy her? Like kind of my go-tos, I don't think are going to work. I normally would always go buy like a Ginori like dish. Like I love like a Ginori tray. I just bought a friend like the green and blue, like big, large, just like a square tray that you put on a coffee table. That's not her style. And also like it feels weird to walk in with a tray. So then I'm like, okay, I got to get thoughtful. But then do we do like, I like anything with embroidery because it's just like, but then what do? Do you do like cocktail napkins with like funny sayings that they say or like inside jokes or like and then another thing that I do sometimes, which is kind of a hit or miss, like I'll buy someone an antique that made me think of them. So I'll buy like, I bought a friend recently, this like pink alabaster vintage like mid-century just jar, like it was just a jar but it was so gorgeous and it had like a little seashell clasp and it was just like it was something that I would die for, to like just a catch-all, keep on your nightstand, like put your jewelry in it, put your pills in it, put your ketamine in it, whatever. But buying someone an antique is so awkward because it's like, oh, you just like bought me an old fucking bowl or something. But it does show some effort. Now, it's your sister, so you know her pretty fucking well. So I would say anything that's like personalized, monogrammed, embroidered, just like, you know, a friend got me this for my birthday last year and it was like my favorite gift, cloth, like linen cocktail napkins that were all embroidered with like different things that I love. So one had a picture of Leo, one had like my cocktail recipe on it, one had like an inside joke of ours, one had like a picture of Clyde, like things like that that took thought, time, care. Like I'm going to Molly Sims' house for her birthday tomorrow. What the fuck do I bring Molly Sims? And you never bring flowers that are not in a vase. Never bring flowers that are not in a fucking vase. If you're bringing a floral to someone's house, do not put them in the position where they have to go run to the fucking kitchen and fill a vase and plop them in and then arrange them themselves. You either bring a floral arrangement or just just don't. Oh my God, I forgot. I gotta go get Molly something. What the fuck do you get Molly Sims? Oh, Jesus Christ. Also, you know what a great gift is? Just for anyone. Because I'm staring at it right now. Not an ad. And we're breaking things. Not an ad, just a woman sharing things. These camp snaps. This is like, it's supposed to look like a vintage camera. I mean, I can't figure out how to get the footage off. So I have 20 minutes of footage from Christmas that's just stuck on here. But really cute gift. I think there's like $200. It's a very nice gift. Okay, what else? Now, this is a good one. This is a deep cut. Did you really go on a date with Rob Kardashian or did you make that up for the early day lore? I'd like to go on record and say, I don't make things up for this podcast. A lot of people do. It's okay. It's smart. It keeps things moving. I just repeat stories endlessly, but I'm never going to like fabricate a situation to like, I can't think of anything that I would have fabricated like early on. I mean, I also don't listen to those episodes because they're so fucking bad, but I will tell you, this is like somewhat problematic. And if I was a different kind of gal, like maybe I'd be in therapy over this, but it's Teflon titties over here and it's not a big deal. But when I was younger, I was maybe like 19 or 20 tops. And I was working at a television show and they had their holiday party. And at the holiday party was Rob Kardashian and Joe Francis. Ever heard of him from Girls Gone Wild? And one of the producers on the show took me and a fellow intern. We were like both like two 19-year-old, like young, cute, blonde girls. And we were basically offered as party favors. And I'm not saying that, like, if anything, I just want you to know when I tell a story like this, if anything, I'm downplaying it because if I had a victim experience, I would fucking tell you, but that was not how it was metabolized for me. So I'm never going to like embellish something for the sake of people like feeling sorry. You know what I mean? Like this is not my Me Too story. I have one of those that I'll share, but also didn't penetrate the surface. It was Diet Me Too. Okay. So I'm at this holiday party for the show that I'm interning at. And the producer basically brings me and this other girl over. Her name was Jack, and introduces me to Rob Kardashian and Joe Francis. And we are basically offered like appetizers for these two party guests. They're friends with the producer. They were there for the party. And they start chatting us up, getting us drinks, which was, we were both lying about our age at that time. So we don't put that on them. I was walking around with a fake ID of a 36-year-old from Arizona named Michaela who had brown eyes and was 5'2" and probably a meth head. And that was my story. And I was sticking to it. So we have a couple cocktails. They say, hey, do you guys want to come with us to Disney on Ice? Okay, there was something, they were opening like a Hyde Club at the Staples Center and they wanted us to come. And we were 19 and stupid and Rob Kardashian was like kind of cute. And we were like, okay. So we get into their car. Now, Rob Kardashian was like so lovely and respectful and very, very kind. Joe Francis, creepy, but like we could have taken him. Me and Jack were like, we got this guy. Okay. So we get into the car and there's cameras on. It was like a custom Escalade that was like set up kind of like a limo. And there was cameras everywhere inside. So we go to the Staples Center and on the way there, Joe Francis is like, do you guys want to drink? You guys should kiss. Have you ever like trying to get us to kiss? And I was like, honey, I might put the dyke in a Ron dyke, but I'm not kissing my fellow intern. Like listen, zero interest. I've never kissed a girl. I'm never going to kiss a girl. I'm like, I like boys. Okay. And that's okay. Sorry. It's just what it is. Like there's not enough drinks in the world for me to like, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not getting loose and like lip locking for male attention. We were like, no, bitch. And then I started feeling like slightly uncomfortable. But once again, like I could have taken these guys, like no fucking problem. Like dick punch. I've got mace in my bag. Never worried about myself from a young age. Like I could take these motherfuckers. So I was just like, no. So we get to Hyde. And I was kind of like vibing with Rob Kardashian a little bit. And I think we might have like kind of kissed. And then I just like didn't want to be there anymore. I was feeling like kind of awkward and just like stupid. So I remember I called my cousin Joe and I was seeing if she was going to be able to come pick me up. And then they were going to a nightclub after. Now, Jack and I were like totally underage and lying about it. And we ended up saying no. We said goodbye. I think I exchanged numbers with Rob and then they let us take their car back to the studio lot. And that was it. So nothing happened. They were just like, we were young and stupid, and they were young and stupid, and it's like really not that salacious. If I was a different kind of gal, I'd probably try to crank it up a couple notches for sport and downloads, but that's just what it was. We took their car back to the holiday party. We stole something out of the car. I think there was like a Louis Vuitton like card holder or something. And my other intern was like, I'm taking this with me as a parting gift. I was like, yeah, it's the least. Listen, a party favor, if nothing else. And that was it. So uneventful, really. Oh my God, this is news to me. People on Reddit think that you have abandoned Richard, my dog. Okay. All right. Leo is 13 years old. He's hanging on for dear life. He's still with us. When you have a baby, I mean, I know this is also so salacious. When you have a baby, your focus kind of shifts to your baby more than your first baby. I love Leo. He sleeps in the bed with me every single night. I spend on average about $800 a month on allergy medications to keep him alive and stable. And he wears a cone, which I guess is getting a lot of fodder on the internet. People will really look for anything. Call PETA. He wears a cone because he chews his skin off. He licks himself to death, and then he gets these open wounds that get infected. So we're doing medicated shampoos every 2 days on top of his rigorous allergy medication. And we're just trying everything to keep him comfortable and happy and alive. And if that warrants a Reddit thread, then by all means. But he's just getting old, and we're just trying our best to keep him happy, and we love him. And Leo has a beautiful life. You know, he's a little itchy, and he's got more skin allergies than I can even begin to deal with. It's a bit of a Shih Tzu thing, but you know, right now he's sitting on the sofa, just living his life. So put it on the thread, I guess. I don't know. Oh my God, what an idiot. Do you have any Asian or Black friends? I don't think I've ever seen any on your feed. You've never seen any of my friends on my feed. Okay, to be very, very clear, obviously, yes. Secondly, I would say 95% of my real friends on the feed, okay? Because that's not what they're here for. It's extortion. If I got my phone out and started snapping pics with my girls at dinner, like my people, my core crew, they would never fucking speak to me again. They don't want to be a part of this shit. I find that to be so weird. So you think, let's just run it. So if you don't see it, something doesn't exist. Okay. That's not happening. Have you ever seen, I don't put my dad on the internet. I put my sister very rarely. I don't put the majority of my family on the internet. Like, don't even fucking try me. Try again. No, wrong girl. Do you secretly envy your child-free friends? Yeah. Oh my God, all the fucking time. To be so untethered and fuckless. Yes, yes, yes. Anybody who says anything different is a fucking liar. Yeah, hello. Yes. I think it's really, really important that as parents, we stop being so self-important. You know what I mean? Like, they'll just never know the love. Like, they probably will. And if they don't, that's okay too. Not everybody needs to have fucking kids. Like, I find that to be the most condescending, myopic, one-noted approach to life. Not everyone should have children. Not everyone needs children. Not everyone wants children. Not everybody needs to get married. We are not confined by the blueprint of like antiquated ideals. I happen to love being married and love having a child. Okay. But can I imagine a world where I was single, free, and fuckless, gallivanting? Of course I can. I don't want to live in one lane. I'm not tunnel visioning life. I like to think that I could have a million different versions of myself. What did Kevin Spacey, the great Kevin Spacey, say in fucking American Beauty? It's a great thing to have the ability to still surprise yourself. Not sure if that's the quote, but I think about that a lot. the life is going to throw a lot of boulders at you, and you need to be able to whip and nay and pivot accordingly. Okay. So it's also just so fucking rude. People have fertility issues. People have marriages that end in, people are widows, like and widowers. Like there's so many different things that happen. So for people to be so sure of themselves and self-important and gloating on the internet about their life and nobody else will ever understand and this is the way to do it, you better watch yourself. And be fucking careful because you are a click away from, like, you just never know what life is going to hand you. So do I look at my childless friends who are sleeping in, having cocktails, on a yacht somewhere and think, that sounds nice? Doy. And on that note, I'm going to go get a Sharky's burrito. Thank you so much for listening. 5 stars on iTunes, everyone. Click to shop the scrunchie. I didn't realize I had my scrunchie in. An eyelet scrunchie for spring. And have a great week. We'll chat later. Bye.